Were these leaders wrong, or were they lying to us about what they were seeing 1 month ago?
I think we've been hearing a consistent message basically since the beginning of the war in Afghanistan, going all the way back to December 2001, when George W. Bush essentially proclaimed that the Taliban had been vanquished and defeated. The same message being that the United States was making great progress in building up the Afghan National Security Forces, and they would soon be able to stand on their own in defending the government and protecting the country against the Taliban, when we know for certain, not speculatively, but for certain, that inside the government, military leaders and political officials for at least a decade privately were recognizing that what they were assuring the public was true was actually a lie, that the Afghan National Security Forces were a joke. And therefore, the reason it seems shocking to watch the Taliban overrun Afghanistan isn't because we left Afghanistan. Donald Trump wanted to leave Afghanistan too, and wanted to do it quickly, and I supported him in doing so. The reality is the Taliban was always going to take over once we left. The reason it's shocking is because the government, up until 5 weeks ago with Biden and Milley, and going back years, was lying to the public that there was a viable police and military force there that could protect the country when there never was.
Yeah, there obviously was not. Reality has just interrupted that lie. So who are we to trust going?
Because of all we've done, the risk to the American people remains very low. People die from the flu, and this is very unusual. And it is a little bit different, but in some ways it's easier, and in some ways it's a little bit tougher. But we have it so well under control. I mean, view this the same as the flu. When somebody sneezes, I mean, I try and bail out as much as...
All institutions in America post-COVID seem to draw nothing but disdain and distrust from the public. Has America come to a point where belief in these formerly trusted institutions are passe? In the wake of the pandemic and the recent Afghanistan debacle, has the American ruling class lost the capacity to secure the faith of the American people? What does this mean for the contemporary left? We'll ask these questions and more. This is Revolution.
So, supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light. And I think you said that has him in check, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number on the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me. So we'll see. But the whole concept of the light, the way it kills it in 1 minute, that's pretty powerful.
In Washington, that $2,000 stimulus check. That money that will go out the door immediately.
There was $600 payments, as you know, in the $900 billion package that passed in December. This is $1,400. Together, that's $2,000.